but it's Sports Network.
Nfl Nation, how you doing? Come on in. I'm Dog Jackson of the Come On In Sports Network. And you see my brother to the left of me, well, to the right of me. My brother Beware the Stampede and host of Come On In Bills, my brother Jeremy. Jeremy, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing good, Dolph. Just walked in the door. So a little cold, a little wet, but here we are. So
here we are,
for another Sunday of football.
Man, let's get it. And speaking of Sunday of football, right now, the Bears and Jaguars are going at it in London. And right now, the Bears are up 14-3 in this contest. And Jeremy, so far today, Caleb Williams, 14-17, 143 yards and 2 touchdowns. He has thrown an intercept, but he's also using his legs to hurt the Jaguars today. Williams leads the Bears on the ground with 56 yards on four attempts. And looking at this contest, man, what's wrong with the Jaguars, man? What's wrong with the Jaguars?
I don't know. And the crazy thing is, I mean, really, they should be a better team than they were last year. They did make a couple of upgrades. They brought in some new players. They didn't really lose a lot, but they just cannot seem to right that ship. And honestly, you got to wonder at what point are they either going to look to make a change with Trevor Lawrence, or are you looking at Doug Peterson and starting to point the finger and being like, you're the problem? Because at some point, you've got to do something to fix this. I mean, you still got ETN. You got Tank Bigsby, who's been actually doing really well, who I think should start playing more than ETN, honestly, based on what he's been doing. But at some point, you got to point the finger and you got to make a change. And I don't know. I'm curious to see, is it going to be Doug Peterson out, or is it going to be switching up from Trevor Lawrence, because something's not working. And you got to look at one of those two guys and start to figure out where that's going to be, because they can't keep going the way they're going.
And this went from bad to worse. The Jaguars received the second half kickoff. Lawrence completed the pass. It was fumble, and now the Bears are inside the red zone and threatening to go up 21-3. Now, Trevor Lawrence on the day isn't bad. He's 10-13 for 106 yards. He's been sacked one time. They have no running games. Tank Bigsby today, 5 carries for 18 yards, on an average of 3.6 yards. Trevor Lawrence is the second leading rusher with 3 carries for 13 yards. And Brian Thomas, a young rookie from LSU, he's been held in check, 2 receptions for 21 yards. Evan Ingram, 5 catches for 64. And right now the Bears have a second down and goal. I believe they're at the – let me get this for you guys right now. They're at the 5-yard line. They're at the 5-yard line right now. Look, you're getting a lot in-game stream. Williams rolls out to the right, looking. He has to throw it away every third down for the Bears. Where else but on That's the NFL Turn, you get a live stream update of the game, man. Appreciate everybody being here. Everybody as you come in, we want to thank you for being here. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Week number 6 in the NFL is off and running, and I was going on to pick this game, but right now it looks like the Bears got. I was gonna pick the Bears anyway, but look like the Bears got this one in. So we gonna go on to our first one, and man, this one here intrigues me very much. You got Lamar Jackson and the clone of Lamar Jackson and Jaden Daniels head to head. Washington, Baltimore. This is like an in-state rivalry. A house divided. This is what this game is today. And listen, I give the Commanders a real chance today in this game against the Ravens. Matter of fact, Jeremy, I'm going to start right now. I'm calling the upset of the day right now. I'm taking the Commanders to go in and defeat Lamar Jackson and the red-hot Baltimore Ravens 28-27. I'm even getting you a score today, family. Talk to me, Jeremy. Talk me off the ledge, Jeremy.
Here's the only reason I have some concern on your pick, and I would 100 times out of 100 times I would go with you on this. The only concern I have is Brian Robinson Jr. not playing today.
Yeah,
that's the only reason I pause on that. But I will say this, Dolph, even with that pause, I'm still going to go with you and ride with the Commanders because Jalen Daniels is the real deal. That kid is something special. He has taken that offense. He has revived Terry McLaurin, who has been struggling with a quarterback situation for quite some time, and now all of a sudden looks like a brand new man. That offense is humming, and he's something special. I wasn't sure he was going to be it, but man, he has proven me wrong, and he has made this team look really good. Ravens are always a dangerous team, though. You got Derrick Henry, and that man, when he gets going, unfortunately, the Bills saw that. Man, that man's a tough man to stop. But the Commanders, Jalen Daniels just puts this team to a new level and giving them something they haven't had in a long time with that quarterback situation.
Right. And speaking of the quarterback matchup today, Lamar Jackson on the season is 98 of 150. He's thrown for 1,206 yards with 9 touchdowns and only 1 interception. Jalen Daniels has completed 101 of 131 attempts for 1,135 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. So, listen, to me, this is one of the games the NFL should have flexed. You should have flexed the game to a 305 or 325 game and moved the Atlanta, Carolina game up to a noon kickoff. That's what they should. They should have flexed this game.
100%.
I don't know if they got a certain time when they start the flex games, but I definitely would have flexed this game here. And so Jeremy and myself, we're going with the upset here. We're taking the Commanders in the upset today, family. All right, next game up, the Arizona Cardinals at the Green Bay Packers. Jeremy, I'll let you start. What are you expecting from this contest?
This is a tough one to call because like Jordan Love's been looking good. I'm a big Jordan Love guy. I love Malik Willis, as you know, too. Kept that team alive. But man, Kyler Murray, OU. You know, you look at last week and what he did when he plays like he's capable of, he changes that entire team. I think you're going to see more Marvin Harrison Jr. I think you're going to continue to see Kyler Murray get back to his running game and using his legs more. He had the one-off week where he had like 5 yards. I really like the Cardinals in this one. They're just one of those teams that I feel like gets overlooked more than they should. And Kyler Murray is a game changer. I mean, when he's on, he is on. And I think the Packers are going to have a little bit of trouble struggling with him today to keep him contained.
Gotcha. And speaking of Jordan Love, he has averaged a league high 10.2 yards per attempt when facing 4 or fewer rushes this season. Now, one of the big matchups, you spoke to Marvin Harrison Jr., so one of the big matchups today is going to be him and Green Bay cornerback Jair Alexander. On the seat, Harrison has recorded 17 catches for 279 yards and 4 touchdowns. But after his 130-yard performance in week 2 against the Rams, he has just 145 yards in the last 3 weeks. So, like you said, they got to find some way to get this young man loose. Maybe putting him in motion mode, having him in the slot mode, maybe some quick screens or even some end around, some reverses. You got to get the ball in this young man's hand. As for the Packers, they have recorded the 5th most. No, that's not what I want. The Packers defense. So when I look at the Packers defense, man, I think that the Packers defense is going to be the telltale in this game. I think that Green Bay's offense with Love and company will be able to score. Can the Packers offense slow down Arizona's offense? Now, despite Harrison's struggles, let's remember, Arizona just went into San Francisco last week and defeated the 49ers. So this is a toss-up game. Green Bay is at home. I don't think last week was a fluke. Arizona's been close this season. I'm going with Arizona to pull this game out. I'm going with Arizona over Green Bay in this one. So who you going with, Jeremy? Who you taking? I'm
going Arizona, and because Kyler Murray is my starting quarterback for fantasy, so I need him to put up some points. So this is also me trying to put that out in the universe.
Oh yeah, got you. Study. How you doing? Come on in. Thank you for being here all the way from India. We appreciate you for tuning in. Good morning and welcome to Ask the NFL Turns. All right, so Jeremy and myself. Jeremy, you say you're going with the Packers or the Cardinals?
Cardinals.
So Jeremy, I don't know, something wrong. Me and Jeremy on the same page right now.
Oh, we're going to find one, Dolph. We always do, my man.
Something wrong. Let's see. Let's go to the next one. Uh-oh. It won't be this one though. I'm not even gonna waste your time on this one. No, I think the Texans coming to this game, and I just think that right now the Patriots starting Drake May today, trying to find a identity on offense right now, and going against the 4-1 Texans. I think it's the Texans today all day, and I really don't think it's that close. Though I like the Patriots defense. They keep them in it for a while, but eventually I think the Texans wear on them because of the lack of productivity from the Patriots offense. So I'm going to go with C.J. Stroud, who, by the way, has 7 touchdowns, 3 intercepts, and has passed for 1,385 yards. I'm going to go with the Texans in this one. Really no surprise in this one. But, hey, New England surprised everybody week 1. Maybe they surprise everyone today. I don't think so.
No. And you got Drake May quarterbacking, and he hasn't had a whole lot of experience yet to be able to be in games and get an opportunity to show what he can do. So I'm not looking at this game thinking in any universe that the Texans are going to lose this one. I mean, I know Nico's out, but you still got Stephon Diggs, you still got Tank Dell. Like, I believe Joe Mixon's back this week. There's no way.
Yeah, there is no way they should lose this game. Right now, the Texans offense is 7th in the NFL and passing efficiency. And like you said, everything's stacked in their favor. It's going to take I think personally it'll take a letdown on the Texans' part for the Patriots to be in this game. And when I say a letdown, I'm talking about defensively from the Texans. So with Drake May making his first start, I want the young kid to have success. But it's going to be a tall order today. He may play good, but I just don't see the Patriots scoring enough to beat the Texans today. So we're both going with the Texans in this contest. And right now I'm really starting to get nervous because we still agreeing. But here we go. Another game where you will have a rookie quarterback making his start. The New Orleans Saints host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Quarterback Derek Carr is out for several weeks with an oblique injury. The Saints turned the 5th-round draft choice. Spencer Rattler. Rattler will get his opportunity to run the Saints offense. The Saints wasted no time after Monday night's game. They came on Tuesday and announced Rattler as the starter. And he's going up against a Tampa Bay defense that is talented, that is getting Clancy back, and also their fine safety. A tall order to go to start your first game, but a division game. But what he does bring to the Saints today, I think, is a little bit more mobility, ability to throw off platform, to get out of the pocket, and I think he's going to have to be that way today. For the Saints to have opportunity in this game, their defense is going to have to carry. It's no doubt about it. The defense is going to have to give them short field, set them up in good field position, and just don't put the kid behind the 8-ball early in this game. Don't get down two scores early in the game and just have this kid have to drop back behind that suspect New Orleans Saints offensive line. So much as it hurts me to say this, I'm being a realist. I'm going with the Bucs today. I think the Bucs defeat the Saints today.
I mean, I gotta agree with you on this one. I gotta go with the Bucs. I will say there's two things I want to say. One, Dolph, those black lids that the Saints had the other game, that might be one of the sickest helmets I have ever seen in a game. Those things are absolutely ridiculous, and they should use those every single game. Two, what's crazy today, and I don't know what the statistic is on this, and I might have to do some digging. There are 5 starting quarterbacks today that played at OU, and 2 of them are right in this game. You got Spencer versus Baker. And then we got Hurts and Kyler, and then
who's the last?
Oh, Caleb Williams.
Yeah, Caleb playing right now,
which is pretty wild. But I don't. Yeah, Buccaneers are going to take this one. I think Spencer will be. I think he'll do all right. I mean, I know he's pretty excited. He's not a bad quarterback. I just think he's going to be a little in over his head for the first game having to play against Tampa Bay. Right,
and that's where your offensive coordinator comes in. Listen. The Saints have played. You got the Alvin Kamara, you got Olave, you got Shaheed, and a quarterback's best friend is a running game and a good tight end. So the tight end and running backs have to help them out. But most importantly, it's on that offensive line, and the Saints have a mass unit on the offensive line right now. So yeah, I just like the Bucs. And listen, they just had to deal with Chris Jones. Now you go from Chris Jones to dealing with Vita Veda. So, good luck. Good luck. All right, fam. Next game, the Cleveland Browns at the Philadelphia Eagles. Will this – listen,
it's not going to happen. I know what you want to say. It's not going to happen. Let's just be real, Dolph. Go with your gut. It's not going to happen.
Will this finally be the breakout game for Deshaun Watson?
No.
Will this be the day when Deshaun Watson turns back the hands of time? The day that all Cleveland has been waiting for.
No.
When he goes out there and plays like the $200 million quarterback that they made him. I don't know. In the city of brotherly love, it ain't a good place to start. No. I'm going with the Eagles in this one. I just think, listen, Nick Chubb is returning today. It'd be good to see him out there. I'm going Eagles in this one. I just see the Eagles, man. I think the Eagles are going to be too much for the Browns. That Eagles defense and the combination of Hurts. I know Brown's not back, but you got Goddard. You got Smith.
Yeah, isn't Brown back today? I think Brown is back today.
Brown's back? I thought Brown was still out. Let me look at the who's out for them.
Double check, because I feel like he's in. I'm pretty confident he's actually back for his first game today, but I could be wrong. I'm a little out of touch this morning. It's been a wild morning over here. So, but I'll say this. The Browns, no. Deshaun Watson, it is the typical Browns thing to do. And look, I love the Browns. I love Browns fans. I got a lot of friends in Cleveland, spend time there, but they just shoot themselves in the foot time and time again with some of these contracts and some of these moves. And you've just got to wonder, at what point did they maybe get it right? I mean, like, they gave up on Baker. Baker goes to Tampa, and now he's wrecking. They go and they get Deshaun Watson, pay him a small fortune, and he's just imploding. I don't know at what point the Cleveland Browns make one of these moves, and it's going to pay off the way they hope, but it is not with Deshaun Watson. It is definitely not today.
And right now, if they have any hope, the Browns can run the ball. The Eagles' defense is ranked 27th overall against the rush and overall they ranked 21st against the rush, excuse me, and 25th against the pass, and they have the 22nd ranked scoring defense. But it's the Browns. Can the Browns do anything, any consistent offensive play? And right now, so far the answer's been no, they can't. So again, I got to go with the Eagles in this one. And the Jaguars have scored in London. They cut the lead to 21-10 with 6 minutes and 2 seconds to go in that contest. All right, family. All right, next game up. Baltimore and Tennessee. Richardson, I believe Richardson is playing today. I don't think Joe is going today. I think Anthony Richardson will be back today. Tennessee, I'm still not sure what to think of Tennessee right now. What is their identity right now?
They don't have one. That's the problem.
Exactly. That's the problem with Tennessee. The coach, I mean, hey, we know they got a running game. They got a young, exciting young quarterback who can hurt you from the pocket as well as with his legs, and a decent defense. I'm taking the coach on the road to go in and defeat the Titans today in a close contest.
I mean, I'm going to agree with you on this one too. I think Richardson is slated to play. He's listed as questionable still, but all signs point to yes, he's going to end up playing today. I know Pittman, I don't know what the deal is with him. He was supposed to be out several weeks. They were looking at him to possibly be able to play. I think he's also still listed as questionable. I'd be surprised if he suits up. Obviously, Jonathan Taylor's still out. Trey Sermon's filling in again this week for him. And we've seen him as a backup. You know, he's definitely serviceable. He's not going to lose you games necessarily, but the Titans haven't done anything this year to give me any sort of confidence in what that team is trying to figure out. They can't run. They can't throw. They're a disaster at the moment. And until they figure out, like you said, Dolph, and you put it great, what their identity is, it's a team you can't trust. And honestly, with Anthony Richardson, I know there's still questions about his ability. You can't take away that natural ability of his arm strength and his legs to be able to move the chains when he needs to.
All right. Well, you get the number 13 overall offense in the Colts going against the number 1 defense in all the NFL, the Tennessee Titans. So the Titans are 15 against the rush and number 1 against the pass. Something's going to have to give. But again, and when you go flip side, the Colts defense is the worst defense in the National Football League, and the Titans are ranked 30th. So which one of these units is going to not live up to their ranking today probably will win this game. So it's going to be the Colts defense, against the Titans offense. Who wins that battle today is going to pretty much decide this game. I don't think this will be a very pretty game.
No.
And I'm still going with the Colts.
Yeah, I'm sticking with the Colts. It's going to be ugly, though.
And how about this team here? On a hot streak, to say the least, the Denver Broncos today will be playing host. I love against the AFC West rival. I'm checking out this game as we're talking, and they got the clock on Caleb Williams in his release time, man. And right now, his release time is under 2 seconds. So he's really tuned in right now today. And they have the ball 1st and 10 from their 30-yard line, leading 21-10. And yeah, Jacksonville right now problems their defense. All right, Chargers, Broncos, AFC West. Everybody in this contest, everyone believes, hey, it's got to be. You got to go with the Broncos. They're the hot team. They're 1-3 straight. The Chargers, they're 2-2. Bo Nix on the season, 3 touchdowns, 4 intercepts, 866 yards. Justin Herbert, 587 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Running game, J.K. Dobbins has 342 yards on just 56 carries with 2 touchdowns. And Williams leads the way on the ground for the Broncos with 53 carries for 190 yards. previewing this game as far as let's look into the rankings going head to head. In this game, the Chargers bring the number 5 defense in the entire National Football League against the number 28 ranked Broncos offense and young quarterback Bo Nix. The Broncos have been hot, and that number 3 overall defense of the Broncos has been nasty. So you got 2 top 5 defenses going at it today in the Broncos and the Chargers. And you got 2 offenses just like the previous game we mentioned. You got 2 struggling offenses. The Chargers have the 29th ranked offense and the Broncos 28. 2 top 5 defenses in this contest. AFC West divisional game. Broncos at home. I'm going with the Broncos to win 4 straight because they're at home. And that defense, man, that defense has just been nasty really all season, but the last 3 weeks, man, they have been really nasty. So I'm taking the Broncos to pull the ups. Not an upset. I'm going with the Broncos to continue their winning streak against the Chargers.
And this is where we venture apart, Dolph. I'm going.
Here we go. Finally.
I mean, it had to happen at some point. Look, here's what comes down to for me. You got 2 great defense, two questionable offenses.
Right.
I like J.K. Dobbins. I mean, when he's healthy, and we saw it in Baltimore, when the man can be healthy, he can be a stud running back. The problem is he hasn't been able to stay healthy until this year so far. We'll see how that goes as the rest of the season goes on. To me, it's going to come down to quarterback play. And who do I trust more as a quarterback right now? And it's not Bo Nix. I think otherwise you look at this on paper, it's going to be pretty evenly matched. But I like J.K. Dobbins. I like Herbert. I like the Chargers.
All right. You hear it. Jeremy's going with the Chargers. I'm going the Broncos. Coach. Will being joined by the legendary Coach Rock himself. Coach, how you doing? Come on in.
What's up, guys? What's going on?
Man, how you doing this morning, Coach?
Good.
All right, Coach. What's your thoughts on this contest, Coach?
The Denver Broncos and the Chargers. Ooh. I don't know, man. Denver's like the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, bro. The NFL, man. They win games. You think they're not gonna win? So I don't know. I'm gonna go with Denver on this one. They're at home. I'm going with the Broncos, man. I've been going against them, and I've been wrong every time. I got it right one time. I picked them, I think, one game, and they've been surprising the hell out of me, bro. So I'm going with the Broncos.
Yeah, I'm going too, man. Well, Jeremy, I think this is your first lone wolf, my brother.
Ow! Hey,
there you go. There he is, man. Jeremy's gone. He's the lone wolf on this one. He's taking the Broncos. Coach and myself, we're riding with the Broncos. I mean, he's taking the Chargers. Coach and myself are riding with the Broncos. All right, here with Caleb Williams just got sacked in that contest, and there's a flag on 3rd down. All right. Now, this is a throwback. For all y'all youngsters who don't know about the miraculous reception, just YouTube it. This is throwback football. The Chiefs against the Raiders. Man, throwback football. So many Hall of Famers, great players for both these franchises. Pittsburgh goes into Vegas. I hope they weren't on the strip last night. So, with that being said, who wins tonight? The Steelers or the Raiders? Coach, we're going to start with you and then go to Jeremy.
Ooh, another Halloween treat, huh? We got the Chucky of the Raiders and Annabella with the Pittsburgh Steelers, bro. Oh, man. I'm going to go with I don't know, bro. I might just go with the Ghetto Boys on this one, bro. My mind playing tricks on me. I don't know. I don't know on this one, bro. My mind playing tricks on me on this one, bro. I'm gonna say Pittsburgh, but it wouldn't surprise me with the Raiders, bro.
After that performance last week against the Cowboys, I can't go. I'm going. I know I said. I'm sorry, Jeremy. I know I said I'm gonna let you go, but I can't go. I can't go Pittsburgh today. I think the Raiders bounce back. I think the Raiders get them. Jeremy shaking his head. I'm doing.
I got to go with Fields and the Steelers on this one. The Raiders haven't given me any sort of hope, and with the whole Devontae Adams, is he going to be there? Is he going to be gone? You know, now you get that going on in the locker room and what that looks like. I don't know. And you got Mike Tomlin. I know y'all have Mike Tomlin. I mean, he's one of those coaches, and he finds a way to win. And the Raiders just aren't strong enough. I think that they're going to beat the Steelers today.
Ooh. Fields, look at right now. Fields has the second most quarterback runs in the NFL at 22, only behind that man in Baltimore, Lamar Jackson. So Justin Fields elected with his legs. Aiden O'Connell gets the start today for the Raiders. Looks like Gardner Minshew, Vince Magic is over with. The Raiders are going to Aiden O'Connell. I'm going to Raiders because they're at home. And right now, I don't think the Steelers' offense is that explosive. I think they struggle to find a way to score. I'm going with the Raiders today. I think the Raiders win this one, and I'm going 23-19 Raiders over Steelers. I don't know how Steelers going to get to 19. Now, Jack 19 just popped in my head. 23-19 Steelers. I have no idea how they're going to get there. All right, family. Next game up, a game that me and Jeremy, if you're following us from the start, said this game here should have been flexed from 3:25 to 12 o'clock, or possibly put on Prime TV for all the Prime subscribers to watch. Atlanta taking on Carolina. There's no interest. No, I'm just playing. Carolina, Atlanta. Right now, Andy Dalton is the starter for the rest of the season. He had that first game when he came in and he turned back the hands of time when he was the young Andy Dalton in Cincinnati. But reality set in, and he went from the red rifle to the red BB gun again. And we have seen what's happened the last couple of weeks. Atlanta on a winning streak right now, feeling good about themselves. I just think Atlanta wins this game, even though it's a division game and Carolina's at home. I think Atlanta wins in a game that's closer than a lot of people think. I'm going with the Falcons in this one, guys. Jeremy, who you got? Then we go with Coach.
I mean, Falcons. The one thing I will say about the Panthers that's been kind of fun to watch is watching Chuba finally get an opportunity to really shine. I mean, as far as a running back, because honestly, like he wasn't getting any opportunity with Bryce Young as quarterback, and now he's finally getting an opportunity to really like run like he's capable of and what people expected out of him. But I don't know. I wonder if Bryce Young gets back in at some point. I wonder how long they continue to go down with Andy Dalton, and maybe they flip flop again at some point. But Kirk Cousins, man, that guy is something some days. I'd like to see him be a little more consistent. Some games he's on, some games he's off, but no way the Falcons are they shouldn't lose this game. If they lose this game, they should be incredibly sad with themselves because this should be a walk away for them.
Right. Coach, what you got in this one?
I'm staying with my Halloween theme, baby. Y'all saw the movie It. You know what I'm saying? The first It, when the boys all got together and went in the house looking for It. And they didn't know what the hell they was going to expect when they went in the house, bro. And that's how I feel that Atlanta going into Carolina. I don't know. This could be a trap game for Atlanta. Atlanta should win this game. But I just got a feeling Carolina might just sneak this one out by 3.
All right. There you got it. Coach, you long wolf on this one, baby. Go ahead and long wolf it.
No, I'm going to stay with It, bro. I ain't going to wolf it today. I'm going to stay with the It theme today. I ain't got the mask. I ain't got the mask.
Yeah. Hey, man, you got to bring out the mask, man. You got to bring out
the mask.
Yeah, you got to bring out the mask, man. All right, so Coach Lone Wolf in this one, he's gone with the Panthers in the upset. Jerry and myself, using common sense and what our eyes tell us, are going with the Atlanta Falcons. Next game up, America's Game of the Week on Fox, baby. You know this game, baby. The game that changed it didn't change a lot of people's thoughts. It brought out a lot of more conspiracy theories about the NFL. Did he check in with the referee or did he not check in with the referee? Who knows? After they told him before the game they're gonna run the play. So with that being, I don't know. With that being said, we got a rematch today in Big D, baby, in Jerry's world. The Cowboys hosting the Detroit Lions. I'm going with the Lions because I just think the Cowboys defense has too many problems and the Lions are too explosive. I'm going with the Lions, and I got the Lions scoring possible. I got the Lions scoring 30 today, and I'm gonna say 30-17 Lions. Coach.
Ooh, man, this here like the Wizard of Oz here, bro. You know what I'm saying? You remember Dorothy? It was three things in the Wizard of Oz: the brain, the heart, and the courage. I don't think Dallas with Jerry Jones has the brains to make the right decisions. I don't think the Cowboys have any courage right now. And I'm going with the Lions on this one, bro, because I don't think they even have the heart to play with the Detroit Lions right now.
Ooh. You say you going with who?
You say Lions.
Oh, you going Lions. I thought you said you going to Cowboys. All right, Jeremy, your thought?
Nah, I'm going Detroit in this one too. I don't have enough belief in Dak and that team right now. And like you said, their defense is really susceptible. And Detroit's one of those teams, they can just score at will when they need to. So yeah. I just don't see this staying the way it needs to.
Yeah.
Coach with the orange.
Yeah, go with that orange. She said we knew you were going with them. Family women.
Oh, my throwback Tampa on. I'm sorry, I got the throwback. They don't know about this. It's the throwback Tampa Bay jersey.
I know. You got that old hat going, Coach. I'm loving it with the Buccaneer on it.
You got that creamsicle on today.
Yeah, they don't know about the throwback. Yeah.
I love it.
I got the old creamsicle on, boy. I thought it was, but I'm telling you, your days as the co-host on keep it real. I'm telling you, boy, you
throwback, baby.
What's up, man? Oh man, you funny, man. All right, family. So we all gone with the Lions in this one. 3:25 game. Sunday night football. Cincinnati, New York Giants. Malik Neighbors is not scheduled to play in this contest. I'm taking the Bengals in this one. It ain't saying much, but the opposite quarterback to Joe Burrow is Daniel Jones. That's my sole reason for going with it. I ain't got no other reason but to look right there. So I'll pass it on to you, gentlemen. Jeremy, you can go, and Coach, you can wrap it up.
This is a sad Sunday night game, first of all, because this is going to be, I feel like, a blowout. Should be a blowout at least. I mean, Bengals should take this easily. Between Chase and, Higgins, Chase Brown, Zach Moss, I'm curious to see what happens there. Chase Brown's been eating into those carries, and he's looked like the better running back all of a sudden. So I think Chase Brown might turn out to be the starter and get the more carries, but the Giants are not. Without Neighbors, there's no way they're going to hang in this game. No way. Absolutely not.
Yeah. Your thoughts, Coach?
I don't know. I hear you, Jeremy, but I don't know, man. It's just been something about Cincinnati. This team should be way better than what it is. Something missing with this team, man. And I mean, seem like they have all the pieces, but as Isa said, that this should be a blowout game. I don't know, man. It's just something missing with this Bengals team. I'm going to pick the Bengals, but I think it's going to be a close one. But I wouldn't be if the Giants win. It's just, I don't know. It's just something missing with Cincinnati this year, man. And I don't know what it is.
Defensive struggles. That's what it is. That defense ain't the same. That defense.
Well, and early in the season with, Higgins and Chase struggling and being out, I mean, I think that didn't help matters either.
Right. So there you have it, family. That we broke down each and every single game, gave you our thoughts. Yeah, Coach went on that orange. Samuel says he's gone with the B-Gals. Well, I don't know who the B-Gals are, but we're going to find he's gone with the B-Gals. The B-Gals. Just messing with you, Samuel, my brother. I got Samuel's going with the Beagles, man. I got you. Oh, Samuel, you're confusing us, bro. First you say the Bengals, now you're saying the Giants. What do you want? Make your mind up, my brother. Make your mind up. We'll wait.
Somebody's going to possibly win that game unless it ends in a tie.
Which might be possible. Well, with that being said, family, this the moment y'all been waiting for. Y'all know. All right, family, let's go. Here we go. You know what time it is now. It's time for the most impressive moment of this thing. It's time for Straight balling, baby. So who's my straight balling candidate of the day? It'll be easy for me to say maybe a CJ Stroud going up against the Patriots. Patriots don't have a bad defense. So where should I look for my baller of the day? Well, it won't be the Saints Tampa Bay game, I'll tell you that. My straight baller of the day is going to come from the Lions Cowboys game. And he doesn't have a store on the side of his helmet. My straight baller of the day is going to be Jahmyr Gibbs, running back for the Detroit Lions, baby. He's going to go out there and straight ball today against the Cowboys, who are hurting. And this young man will not make it any easier. Now, I could have said Jameson Williamson, but that's easy. So I'll let somebody else have it. I'm going with Jahmyr Gibbs of the Detroit Lions. Jeremy, who you got?
All right. I'm going to go to somebody we talked about earlier on the Arizona Cardinals. I'm going to go with Marvin Harrison Jr. 6 receptions, 110 yards, 2 touchdowns today. I think he's going to have a breakout game. They got to get him, like you said, they got to give him the ball. They got to find a way to get him involved. You can't have that kind of playmaker and have him not shine. So I think Kyler's going to find a way to get him going today, and they're going to come in. They're going to blow it out.
All right. Coach.
If you went to the same game I was going to, I was going with Detroit, but I was going with St. Brown, bro, to have a big game on that Dallas secondary today, man.
Right. Okay. Coach going with St. Brown. Jeremy's going with Marvin Harrison Jr., and I'm going with Jahmyr Gibbs. Now, we didn't pick a game today because we don't have the full panel here. But just to let y'all know, these are the standards, and as y'all know, PJ is undefeated. PJ has not picked the game wrong. PJ is 585-0. I'm just letting you know. And we all can only hope to be that good one day. All right, family, with that being said, this has been As the NFL Turns. He's Jeremy. He's Coach Rock. I'm Dolph Jackson. But before we get out of here, Coach wants to speak to you guys for a minute. Listen, we all love this game of football, and the love of football starts from a young age. So, Coach, I'm gonna let you have the flow right now, my brother, and then touch on the matter that we will be doing a roundtable discussion on. So I need everybody to keep your notification bells on. We're in the process of setting it up, and we will let you know when it would be airing. Coach, the floor is yours, my brother.
Thank you, Dolph. So first of all, everybody, let's give Dolph a shout out. He old today, bro. It's his birthday. So we want to give him a shout out on his birthday. Climb over that 50 club. So you know what I'm saying? So give him a shout out. But on a serious note, man, I was talking to Dolph, and I was talking about we look at mental issues in the United States right now. And I think a big mental issue in sports right now is Pop Warner football. Pop Warner football has become a game where it's not fun to kids anymore. These coaches are abusing these kids mentally with the language they're using. It's supposed to be a teaching tool to teach a kid the game of football as they progress up the ladder age-wise. But we're getting coaches now. It's all about just winning. These kids are being verbally abused for as how they're treated, how they're handled on the field. I was telling Dolph, like, I've called into my city sometimes to rough some Pop Warner football games. You got kids, man, that are hurt, Jeremy, and I literally have to tow them off the field or make them go off the field because they're scared to go out because of the verbal abuse that the coach is going to give them by telling them, hey, your ass scary, or get your ass back out there. And that's not what this is supposed to be about, man. And it's damaging the psychic of these kids. The game has become now to where a kid doesn't know how to accept a loss, man. It becomes where it's a big rival game, and when the other team wins, it becomes, I can't take the loss. They want to fight. The parents, with all this going on, and it's destroying these kids mentally, man. And I'm asking everybody to either write your state representative, your district representative, your congressman to go out to these games, because this is not what this is supposed to be about for kids, bro. And it's destroying them mentally, man. And we're talking about mental issues. I watch where kids sit on the sideline and they're fearful when the coach says putting them in a game because they're afraid to make a mistake because they know they're going to be chewed out. And it's not because they are being taught. They don't know. And it should be where if a mistake is made, it's a teaching moment to teach them to say, hey, this is what you did wrong. This is what not being called an asshole, not be called scary, not be called stupid in front of their peers, their parents, and their coaches. And I think this is a big issue that needs to be tackled throughout the United States of America. Pop Warner football and all sports, Pop Warner is becoming horrible, man. And it is really destroying the mental aspect of kids to where these kids are crying, they're distraught, they just it's just horrible, man. And I think I told Dolph we need to do a discussion on this, and we need to some kind of way come up with a solution to help this out to make it better, man, because this is not what youth football is supposed to be about, man. So you'll hear more in coming about it. I don't want to hold up on the Dove going to celebrate his birthday. I was trying to get him a little rocker, with the ottoman and stuff. But seriously, man, we really need to tackle this, bro, because this is not the state of what youth football is supposed to be about. And it's starting to really affect the kids from 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 years old. And I'm seeing it on an everyday basis. And we need to really attack this and come up with some solutions to it. Thank you, Doug.
Anytime, my brother. And I'll be reaching out to a lot of family members, a lot of people I know to come on. And this may be like a 2-part series that we'll do. And I'm gonna try to set up a round table. And this is something we really need to address. I'm coaching my son's Pop Warner team, and that's one thing that myself and the coaches that I'm coaching with, it's one thing that we vow not to do, and we haven't done, is to verbally abuse our kids. And when you said, man, the Pop Warner problem, man, it's not the kids. It's the damn adults. It's the coaches and it's the parents, man.
Right.
It's the parents. It's the parents who don't know how to. The parents. I'm gonna say it again. It's the parents. Who don't know how to accept defeat. Who don't know how to accept winning. It's all about having class, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Coach, we were talking earlier. Sometimes you win. Sometimes you lose. If you lose. That team on that particular day was just better than you. You played hard, you gave it your best. That day, your best wasn't good enough. Doesn't mean you're a failure. Doesn't mean you're a quitter. It doesn't mean none of that. But you have these, like you were saying, Coach, you have these coaches and these parents who were unsuccessful in their youth at being an athlete, a top athlete. So now they're trying to live through their kids and push their kids to a limit that they themselves don't see because they're mentally blocked by their adolescent selves. What happened to them growing up or what didn't happen for them.
Right.
So instead of seeing this, half of them don't even know if the kid loves the game of football. You go play football, period. Because I want you to.
And I'll tell you guys, it's not even just football. I mean, you guys know I got 2 daughters. They play travel softball and travel soccer, and it's the same. I've seen it in softball as well. It's the same thing. It's the adults, it's the coaches, it's the way. And I don't fully know why this problem now exists to a higher degree. I don't know if it's because of technology and social media and all the things that are out there, but I 100% agree. You see some of these parents, these coaches, and the way that they talk to these young girls and the way that they interact with them. It's horrifying as a parent. I sit on the youth softball board for our local area, and it's one of those things that's like, look, this is about learning. This is about teaching. This is about coaching. This isn't about degrading and putting kids down and telling them they're not good enough and just breaking them down. It's building them up. And that's gotten lost at these lower levels. And the problem is what kind of youth are we raising if that's the level that we're showing these kids? What's going to happen in 15 years when they become adults? They come out into society. Like, it's just a problem that's going to continuously loop until we fix it. So I 100% agree with both of you. Like, this is a problem we need to talk about. We need to address because it can't continue this way.
It can't, man. I mean, and I'm in the DFW area, Dallas Fort Worth area, and everybody knows Akeem Talib, former NFL player. Well, 2 years ago, his brother shot and killed a coach over a Pee Wee football game. I'm gonna say it again. Over a Pee Wee football game, someone had to lose their life because you ain't like a call, or maybe you ain't like a play he called, or because he didn't play your son or nephew or whatever. Someone had to lose their life, and it happened in front of these kids. It has to stop, man. It has to stop. When you have to have a lot of security at a Pee Wee football game, or any kind of at a youth athletic event, it's sad, man. It's a sad state of affairs, and it needs to be addressed. And we gonna start addressing it here with the round table that we're going to set up. But listen, family, we about to get out of here. Want to thank everybody for joining us for Ask the NFL Turns. But before we get out of here, want to shout out the other co-hosts of Ask the NFL Turns. I'm talking about Carlos, PJ, TJ, Zach, and my brother 9P, 9Fiction, and Jay Hits. Hey, family, enjoy your day in football.
No, we missed one thing other than the fact it's your birthday.
Happy birthday, Papa.
Y'all don't want to talk about my team?
We did talk about Buffalo.
Monday? When? Did I miss that one? I'm going to miss it.
We did, but let's go to Buffalo. Let's get the Bills up here because we go. I know I hit the Bills. I know we still Buffalo.
You did, my man. You know
I Buffalo play Monday night.
Oh, yeah. That's right. We did miss the month. Hold on. Sunday night, Buffalo.
There it is.
There we go.
Oh,
there we go.
Yes. We want to get out of here, my man. But
here we go. That's why we got the number of hosts we do. Nah, take your time, man.
We're going with the Bills. Though I am concerned about the Jets with the coaching changes this week because that throws a weird wrench into the engine right now. So it's one of those with all the coaching changes. Like, what's that going to look like for the Jets? Because they couldn't be much worse than they are. So, really the bar is pretty low for them to not be better than they were doing when Breece Hall's running for 15 yards a game. But I still think the Bills are going to win this game. But I got to see Allen step it up because I'm becoming gravely concerned with this team right now in this offense lately.
The Jets offense has a problem. They have a problem in New York with the offense. The running game, Breece Hall, has been really non-existent this year.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Aaron Rodgers has been sporadic, inconsistent. The offensive line really hasn't done him any favors.
But that defense, that's the one thing that keeps him in it.
Yeah, that defense keeps him in it, man. But I'm actually going with Buffalo. I think the Bills get the job done. They just fired their coach. I know a lot of teams get that spark because they get the interim coach stepping up. I don't think it happens in New York. I'm going with the Bills. The Bills should win this game, frankly, because right now I believe they're the better team. Coach, who you got?
This is a fun one here, bro. So Aaron Rodgers meets with the owner on a Monday. The head coach gets fired on a Wednesday. The head coach reaches out to the assistant coach, who now becomes the interim coach, and tell him to demote Aaron Rodgers' offensive coordinator to a position coach. So Hackett gets demoted from OC. So they got a lot of shit going on with the Jets. I'm going with Buffalo on this one, man.
You know it.
Oh man. Samuel, I'm gonna stream the Saints and Buccaneers game today, man. I'll be streaming that game at 12 noon Central. Pam, you something. You funny. I love you. You was funny. But yeah, man, this game here, man. Right, that's what I'm saying. Right now, the New York Jets, man, it's a soap opera, and Aaron Rodgers strikes again. The coach killer himself strikes again. Because that's what the hell he is, a coach killer. And for a franchise, for the Jets ownership to turn over the keys to franchise to this man who this summer will be like, I don't know if I want to play again, if I'm coming back. He uncertain. He ain't got long left. For you to turn over the keys to this man, to me, I think it's a mistake. Yeah, well, you can't let the inmates run the asylum, man.
Well, you can't play with the devil. That's what you get.
You know, and man, so I'm saying, yeah, what you call?
I'm saying, you want to play with the devil?
You know, I guess he'll go sleep in the damn volcano or cave for a couple months during the off season. Then when he come out like a goddamn bear out of hibernation, he'll let the Jets know if he go play or not, man. I'm over this Aaron Rodgers stuff, man. The hell with Aaron Rodgers, man. With that being said, we love y'all, and we'll see everybody next week. This has been As the NFL Turns, and, you know, the #1 pregame show on all social media. And we ain't just saying that. We spitting facts. See everybody later. We out.
We out.
Which has determined your fate. I've never seen so clear. I feel the end and it's near. The day of reckoning's here. The sound of deafening fear. You don't die if you try. You just might get a little bit of trouble.